Its playoff spot already in the bag, Lansing Ignite has its eyes on cementing a home semifinal. But for Tormenta FC, the playoff chase is still very much ongoing. Welcome to Cooley Law School Stadium. My name is Michael Minnick. Great to bring you USL League One coverage. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Lansing Ignite entering this game, having locked up that playoff spot last week, trying to get in that number 2 spot. Tormenta tied for 5th entering the weekend, one spot out on the outside looking in of the 4-team USL League One playoffs. Tonight's player matchup is brought to you by LSJ.com and the Lansing State Journal, part of the USA Today Network, and Tomi Moshabani has been a big part of Lansing Ignite's surge lately. 5 of his 10 goals have come in the last 3 matches, including back-to-back braces. Marco Meccaletto, meanwhile, has been Tormenta's best player during a dry spell. He's scored 4 goals in the last 10 matches and has a brace in their last win back on July 24th. Well, we mentioned it earlier, Lansing Ignite clinching a playoff spot last week, and they did it in the most exciting fashion. A record 7 goals scored in their 4-3 victory. Moshabani with a brace for the 3rd time. Lansing's offense 2nd in the league, but it's been the best over the last few weeks, finding the back of the net 13 times in the last 3 matches as they head down the home stretch with just 2 matches to go. Lansing's offense will be loaded up tonight as they play their first string, even with that playoff spot locked up. No hesitation from Nate Miller to put out his best 11, especially with a bye week next week. And Moshabani, you don't want to breast up that form either. As I said, he's been on fire, 3rd in the league in scoring. Contrast that with Tormenta FC, which has really struggled of late to find the back of the net. They've been able to score early. The problem is they haven't been able to score often. Early goals have come their way 3 times in the last 9 matches, but they've scored exactly 1 in 7 out of 9. And as I mentioned, they haven't scored multiple goals since way back on July 24th. They've been able to get results, though, to stay in the playoff picture. 4 draws in the last 9 matches, but 3 points on the road tonight will go a long way toward keeping their playoff hopes alive as they head down the home stretch of the USL League One season. We'll have lineups for you, as well as 90 minutes of soccer from the capital city of Michigan. USL League One action is coming up next. Welcome back to Cooley Law School Stadium broadcast tonight, presented by Sparrow Health System. Lansing Ignite and South Georgia Tormenta FC taking the field here in the state's capital And we'll bring you tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Frazier Trujillo Cock Law Firm, individual expertise and collective advantage. First, the home side, Lansing Ignite. Why change things? They've been on fire, undefeated in their last 11 matches. They will come out in a 3-4-3 tonight, and we mentioned earlier, Moshe Bani on that right side has been the difference maker, but Menzingen's been playing very well on the left side. Botello Faz, a lot of guys in form playing well for Nate Miller's club, getting them into second place. Tormenta, meanwhile, comes in a tie for fifth. They'll line up in a 4-2-3-1. Look out for Shinya Kodono at the top of that spear. He scored in the last meeting between these two. These two have actually played twice and tied both times. Surprising with the offensive output of Lansing, they've only scored one goal in 2 matches against that back four, and Hara in goal for Tormenta FC. Take a look at the visitors here. Trying to end a skid here. Trying to get their first multiple goal game since the end of July. They will try and leapfrog their way back into the playoff picture, entering the night 3 points behind Ford Madison for the 4th and final playoff spot in USL League One. And meanwhile, it's a keep on keeping on thing for Lansing Ignite. Trying to lock up that number 2 seed. They cannot do that tonight. They would need some help from other results this weekend to be in that position. But certainly with a bye week next week, they want to make sure that they are watching that spot get locked up. Look at Joshua Encarnacion, our center official tonight, joined by Art Arustamayan and Joseph Sochi on the side, and William Netterhoed is our 4th official. Underway here in Lansing, Lansing Ignite and Tormenta FC. An early throw in for Lansing in the orange tonight. The white accent on the bottom, orange shorts, orange socks. More traditional white red jersey for Tormenta FC. Good touch forward there from Mentzingen, and he'll draw a foul. 30 seconds in. Mentioned Lansing coming in with 48 goals on the season, second best in the league, but they've started a little slow. They've only scored 5 goals in the first 15 minutes of matches, trying to change that here. But a clearance out from Knutson. Ball will stay in play. Jordan Skelton's volley forward finds the feet of Morel. Turned over though. Whistle here, and the foul will go against Lansing and against Nick Moon pushing forward. Very versatile player for Nate Miller's club. Club's mid-season player of the year. Now he can contribute on all 3 lines. That's especially valuable this time of year when legs are getting heavy. Lansing's been very fortunate, knock on wood, with their injury news, but certainly you want to rotate that squad as much as possible. Early ball will be let go by Stefan Cleveland for a goal kick. I asked Nate Miller leading into tonight's game if he might rotate the squad a little bit in their final 2 matches. They play tonight, they have a bye week, and then finish up their campaign at home against Ford Madison on October the 5th, and he said not at all. Doesn't want to change a thing, wants to keep this club in form. Attack coming forward is Moshe Bani on the right side, touches heavy. That's actually in 4. And it's scooped up by Pablo Hara. In 4. Another guy in form. This attacking group for Lansing has really clicked over the last few weeks. Jad Arslan. Playing it across the top of the 18, volley miss hit by Micheletto. Cleared towards midfield. Ricardo Gomez's pass will drop Nick Wells back, and he'll go all the way back to Hara. Have to figure on the road anyway, it's going to be a little bit more of a conservative approach from Tormenta FC, but at the same time, really needing 3 points tonight to stay in that playoff race. They've lost ground after a really good start to the campaign. Injuries the big reason for that. Certainly John Miller Racing not using that as an excuse. Has enough talent on the field, he feels, to make the postseason, but one of those things where you have to get that first win, I think, to kind of get the monkey off your back, get some momentum going, and certainly on the road against Lansing would be Quite the result for Tormenta in their playoff hunt. It'll be a throw in for the home side here in the 4th minute. One coming forward. Back in by Skelton. Early ball played over the top will be handled on the back by Connor Ansley for Tormenta. Antley beats one man and will now look to serve a ball towards the left side. Headed on for Charlie Dennis in the middle. Dodges one tackle, touches a bit too heavy, and he'll commit a foul on the way through on Nick Moon. Let's look at Moon there. Playing very well, scored last week, and always like to see this story. Made the team out of a closed-door tryout in January. Scored the first home goal here in USL League One for Lansing against Richmond. In 4, goes down, not foul, but there is a foul there, and slow to get up there was Charlie Dennis, who is really going to have to be a big part of the attack, I feel, for Tormenta tonight. Set up the goal for Antley last week against North Texas SC with a nice free kick and leads the league in crosses with 114. Ball up the right side for Arslan. Able to save that one. It'll be a goal kick for Lansing here in the 6th minute. So Lansing cannot lock up the 1 seed. North Texas SC is already in that position. A comfortable 8-point lead at the top of the table. Lansing, although, is in good position as well, having opened up a lead now of 5 points over Greenville after their win last night. As I mentioned, just 2 matches to go, counting this one, so they may come back to the pack a little bit, which makes this result even more important tonight. Make the other teams chase you even more by getting 3 points or even 1 tonight at home. Be a throw in for Lansing Ignite. The line it comes for in 4. And Zingen playing it. Now they continued left for Kyle Carr. Tormenta dropping off here, content to concede possession in their offensive half for now. Early serve. Chested down by Metzingen. Get another look at it, touching it for in 4. In the middle for Moshabani. The combination comes back to in 4 on the edge of the 18. Lansing Ignite not doing much of a possession right now, but they will try and slide a ball through for the run of Botello Foz, but comes off the mark. Let's look there at Tomi Moshabani. 10 goals on the year, 5 in the last 3 games, as I mentioned in the open. Back-to-back braces. The right time of year to be in form as the season winds down. Plenty for the supporters here for Lansing Ignite to cheer for. The assembly line has gotten to watch quite a machine be assembled. 11 straight undefeated. See it there, plus 13 at home. They've outscored their opponents here, Lansing Ignite, by a 27-14 margin. Decent on the road too, 21 up, 21 down. All out one unable to be saved, and contrast that with Tormenta, which scored 11 away from home, 15 conceded. A lot of their problems have been early too. They've given up 20 to 31 goals in the first half. Leto's early ball. Flag is up on Jad Arslan. Here, John Miller-Racy in the bench. praising the ball for Micheletto, and it was a very good one to try and work Arslan early. And I think that's a big key with that 4-2-3-1 is you want to get those wide guys involved early where they can either play a cross in, cut inside, make something happen for themselves. Then your striker can play off of that. Giveaway there on the back. Early ball picked off this time by Moon. Kyle Carr in the center of the park. It'll be Ivo Sierda. Moshabani. Slid away by Tormenta FC and now handled in the center of the park by Micheletto. Right for Arslan. Or first touch from Arslan gives away a throw in. Nice look at Nate Miller there on the sideline. Rocking some very fashionable sleeves tonight with the watch. I feel like when your team's playing this well, you can wear whatever you want. You have a little bit of leeway. Sharp look from Nate Miller. Here's Lansing Ignite side building up on the right side. Build up as Tormenta will sit in for now. Session one away by Knutson. Turn right back over. Carr unable to connect there with the run forward from Botello Foz. It'll be Pablo Hara in his zone 18 pointing out directions. Hara going long up the left side. It's a nice ball as well. One though on the bounce by Tormenta FC's Koifik.
Look at the gap, Jen.
Dantley. Ricardo Gomez going long up the right side for the run of Arslan, but the flag is once again up on Jad Arslan. Free kick for Lansing Ignite. A little bit of a higher press now from Tormenta, but pretty easily navigated by Moon on the right side. He'll play in the center of the park, first time ball back. Ricky will slow it down and will now go through Sierda, who will go left. Header kept alive, looking for the run of Moshabane, picked off by Skelton for Tormenta, now played up the left side. Nick Wells dispossessed. Ball blocked cleanly by Knutson. Rebuild now for Tormenta.
Keep walking.
Jennifer Moshabane picked off. Won away cleanly by Lansing Ignite, but unable to find a teammate there was Sierda, and it's cleared towards the right side, towards Arslan. He can't keep it alive. It'll be a throw-in. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Carr in the center of the park. Dropped back now by Sierda. Shabani getting it back. Right side again. That second line's proved hard to break down for Lansing Ignite. Tormenta's been well organized defensively. Carr will try again. Combination now will go left for Metzingen. The head of steam towards the top of the 18. In traffic though, takes a theatrical fall and draws the foul. Didn't have a lot of options, so did really well there to draw the free kick. Rafa Metzingen. Metzingen's run through a sea of Tormenta FC defenders, drawing the push in the end from Botello Foz, and that replay was brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Retaining line at the top of the 18 for Tormenta defensively. Metzingen eyeing this one right-footed. We have four-player wall for Pablo Jara. Moshabani the other option to hit it lefty. Whistle from Encarnacion. It'll be Moshabani striking it into the wall. Gets a second bite of the cherry, hits it well. Rebound in front, and the flag is up. In4 is offside. Good save, though, by Pablo Jara on the second chance for Moshabani. Jara could not have seen that well in traffic either. Moshabani hit it into the wall. Came back. You see Jara really standing his ground well and was perfectly positioned to get some arm, some leg. And then the back heel attempt didn't count because of the flag, but a good save on that as well from Pablo Jara.
Good. We'll press him here.
First good chance either way comes in the 15th minute. Middle 15 of the first half where Lansing has really made hay. 11 goals. They've scored 9 in the rest of the first half combined. Game opening up here. Cleared first time by Skelton out. Looky there, the handball on Xavier Gomez. Free kick for Tormenta FC. Gomez. 25th start of the year. A consistent part of this lineup, the 5'10" midfielder. Nebraska Omaha. See the disparity there in first half goals. Explains why this Lansing team has led at the half 11 times this year. Tormenta's led at the half twice. Dalton Knudsen. Cadona dispossessed. It'll be a regroup now for Ricardo Gomez. Roles reversed a bit here now as it's Tormenta working around the back four as Lansing will apply pressure at the center stripe. A little trouble here for Carr. Just better safe than sorry. A nice switch as well from Cerda. Back to Jara. Under pressure, he'll clear it left-footed forward again. It's interesting talking to John Mulleracey as the free kick will be whistled here.
Hey, walk away! Walk away!
It's in 4 down. But talking to John Mulleracey, he said he felt like these two clubs had kind of switched roles over the course of this year, that Tormenta had started well and then because of injuries had dropped off a bit, while Lansing had gotten off to a bit of a slow start and then gotten hot. Let's take a second look at that contact there, and the leg through on the foot there of in4 and a lot of pain. We'll get some work with the training staff, and the yellow is shown Charlie Dennis speaking to our referee, Joshua Encarnacion. We'll sort out who got the yellow card there.
Was the yellow for the sit or for the foul?
It was indeed Charlie Dennis that was booked. Dennis shown his 7th yellow card of the year. Of course, the threshold is 8 yellows. Get the 8th yellow, you're suspended for a game, and that could be huge. You mentioned the walking wounded for Tormenta FC. Dennis has been one of the consistent guys on this team. 26th appearance today, 24th start. Their best chance creator, entering the day with 48. Really, he gets the yellow in a kind of a needless area of the field. Possession was kind of shuttling back and forth. Neither team really had something going, and Dennis gets a boot in and fouls in 4 and goes into Joshua Encarnacion's book. Ball into the box here. Zingen can't turn it forward. Now a little bit of space for Tormenta to try and do the same, but the elbow over the top is never going to find a player in white. Comes Stefan Cleveland, he'll roll it. Serda going right. Right off now for Moshabani. Moshabani turning inside, hitting a left-footed ball towards the center. Easily picked off by Tormenta's Knudsen and cleared forward. Doubled back by Morel for Tormenta. You can see the soccer field started to settle a little bit more. Baseball season's over here in Lansing, so that's allowed the groundskeepers to make this more of a soccer-friendly surface as we head towards the final weeks of the USL League One season. Dalton Knudsen squaring it for Skelton. Under pressure, Hara will chip it towards the sideline and give away a throw-in. So pressure paying off there for Lansing. Something really out of nothing. Throw in here on the far side. Fuller's ball will easily be scooped up by Hara. Fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. USL is excited to announce that the championship in League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year we feature on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Back and forth action, but it ends up in Lansing's possession in the end. So there on the switch to the left, Carr up the line, tackled away nicely by Connor Antley. He'll get the ball back for Tormenta. Antley charging up the middle, playing a nice idea, and just getting enough of that ball to break up that run is Koifik. Charlie Dennis was in a great area there, and get it back and play across off of a defender for a throw-in who came off of Moon in the end. Better stretch of possession here for Tormenta in the last few minutes. That's taking Lansing out of what they like to do, the short passing game. Certainly has not been a lot of dangerous possession for Lansing. There are only good chance coming off a set piece, in fact. Shabani's shot blocked. He got a second look at it, hit it hard, and Hara made an excellent save to keep this game scoreless. Coming around the 15th minute, free kick here for Lansing Ignite.
Carter, Jad's there, come inside.
Chip up the line, headed down, and a return to the feet of Wells, he'll drop it back. Moon will have plenty of time and space to drop it back to his goalkeeper Cleveland and get the return pass. Lansing with a lot of side to side. The penetrating ball has been missing for the most part for the home side. Trying to play one here, but the touch from in-4 is heavy and it turns it over. Alex Morrell, possession for Tormenta, but you can see why this Tormenta team, despite their struggles on the season, have held this Lansing team to 1 goal through now over 200 minutes. They've played a good system of structure to break up what Lansing likes to do.
Ricky, central lane, Ricky, central.
Antley.
Wider Jed, wider Jed.
Drop back now to Micheletto.
There, it's there.
Knutson, short for Gomez. Gomez going direct, it's a nice ball into the middle. The touch though is heavy from Codono, and that allows Cleveland to come up and get it, and now Codono is shaken up on that collision. Encarnacion will sort things out. Yelling for Ivo Cerda to come to him.
Hey, Ricky. Hey, Jed. Connor. Hey, that's exactly what we want. You got to get wide.
Like more of an effort to go to the ball. He kind of reached for his right ankle there after the collision with Cleveland. It's like Chinya Codono will continue though. That lead forward position. 4-2-3-1 is a thankless task a lot of the time. You have to kind of go into a lot of those challenges to make something happen. You don't have that striker in support. Turnover now. A chance for Mitzingen, but broken up very nicely by Knutson and cleared. Moon. Cut inside. Pass now for in-4. Back now for the run of Moon. Played right. Back to Moon on the edge of the 18. Comes across. Diving header. Popped up and caught. Might have also been partially deflected by Connor Antley on the way through, but Hara saw it in the end. Good distribution by Micheletto in the center. Wells dropping it back for Skelton. Showing forward is Gomez. Connor Antley with space on the right side. Turn the Jets a bit as he heads into the center circle. Puts a nice ball on the floor. Micheletto. His pass in the end knocked off by Moon. Now it's Lansing's turn to counter. Mitzingen sliding it through, but not on the same page as in-4 making the run, and it'll be Tormenta back in possession. Micheletto trying it again up the left side, this time blocked by Moon and out for a throw-in.
Hey, hold up. Next, on to the right, left back, run. Next, right.
Some instructions for Nick Moon from Nate Miller in the Lansing sideline. Arslan's going to come all the way over to this side now. Take the throw in. Swap sides with Nick Wells. Dennis off the restart. Deflected, and it'll be Hara in the end with the scoop and roll. Antley.
Higher!
Very emphatic instructions there from John Milleracy as his team turns the ball over. It's his back line to get higher. Hara will hit it high. Nobody home in white, so it'll go out for a throw in. Just waiting for our first goal of the night. We've had one great chance that came the way of Lansing about 15 minutes ago. A free kick from The red-hot Tomi Moshobani was blocked by the wall, but Moshobani got a second look at it, a well-hit volley that was saved in the end by Hara. Rebound was loose. The offside flag came up to foil. Ima in 4.
What did he ask to go?
In 4 going right. It's Moon. Cutting back on Arslan. Getting the left-footed ball in low. Goes through a couple bodies. Still loose. Still alive. Shot is blocked. May have been by a teammate. And now Mensenkin's shot is also deflected. Moshobani will let it go for a corner. Another look at that great cutback move from Moon. Played it in low. Went off a couple bodies. Stayed alive. And looked like it actually was Knutson with the initial block. And then another one from Dalton Knutson to give away the corner kick. Replay brought to you by Sparrow Health. Shabani's corner kick. Lefty service will be held up just for a second by referee Joshua Encarnacion. Words with Pablo Hara. A lot of bodies in the 6-yard box awaiting this set piece from Moshobani. Pops it high towards the far post, over everybody. Volleyed alive and turned over. Micheletto finishing the job towards midfield. 50-50 ball won by Lansing and well won forward. In 4 will try the volley. And it goes wide. Actually, was Botello Foz with the shot for Lansing. Playoff race, certainly a lot of scoreboard watching around the league, and Chattanooga Orlando scoreless through 30. So those two teams, Chattanooga and Tormenta, who came into tonight deadlocked on points, will stay there as of right now, both in 0-0 games. Richmond trying to keep the season alive. They had matches in hand. They're starting to dwindle for the kickers. In the open, Tucson trying to get back in the playoff picture. Double dipper here on ESPN Plus. You can watch Tucson and Richmond right here at 10:30 Eastern. Ball to the right side. Cross from Nick Wells, blocked out for a throw-in. So they've stuck with the move they made a couple minutes ago, Tormenta, where Wells and Arslan have flip-flopped. Wells now to the right side, Arslan to the left. Wells getting a little bit higher up the pitch after starting as the left back, playing more of a right wing role now in the 4-2-3-1 for Tormenta FC. Throw deep for Connor Ansley. Tee up the long throw, launch it towards the middle. Cleveland off his line will make the catch, no problem. Playing center field on that, but it's more like left field here. Moon. Regroup from the back from Lansing Ignite. Moon. Up the line. In 4. There's Moshobani in the box. We'll double it back to Nick Moon. In 4, trying to get the better of Arslan. Arslan does well to win that tackle. We're off the leg of Xavier Gomez for a Tormenta FC throw-in. Looking for the latest USL League One news and content, follow at USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive access and updates. So a must follow as you watch a game and want to keep an eye on the other ones too. Second screen experience. Here on a Saturday night in USL League One. Whistled against Cerda, and Lansing, and Charlie Dennis, who's on a yellow, picking up the foul this time. Arslan has his pass blocked. Commits the foul there, Jad Arslan. And he will see yellow. Second booking shown, both to a Tormenta FC player, is Arslan joining Dennis in the book. And having seen Jed Arslan play in college at West Virginia, not really a role he's used to playing, that outside back role. He was definitely a forward or an outside mid for Marlon LeBlanc and the Mountaineers, but was switched into that left back position with Wells a few minutes ago. Again, it's one of those situations where Tormenta's had so much injury to deal with that you almost have to mix and match sometimes and play some guys slightly out of position to keep an 11 out there. Put your best 11 out there. Nicoletto not on the same page there with Arslan, out for a throw in deep for Lansing in the 35th minute. Lansing entering the night in second place in USL League One. They've already clinched a playoff spot, but not that number 2 seed. Lansing trying to keep Tormenta out of the picture. They're 5th with Chattanooga entering play tonight. Nice work there from Moshobani, winning the ball back for Lansing. Early ball driven in, and Hara saw it all the way. Smothered it for the save here in the 35th minute. See the chance again. Why not, said Nick Moon. Test the goalkeeper, and good save on their replay, brought to you by Sparrow Health. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Skelton for Gomez. Knutson, who's had a good match at center back for Tormenta through the first 35 minutes and change. Blocking a shot on the last good foray forward from Lansing Ignite. Gomez will sit in. Arslan back for Skelton. Skelton wants to go long up the right side this time. Too high and too far. The run of Connor Antley.
Don't get connected with Skelts. Shane! Don't cheat, Chad! Don't cheat, Chad! Don't cheat!
Kyle Carr going long up the left side. Chance now for Menzinga, but his first touch is heavy. He was onside on that play, but couldn't bring it down. Now a hard switch the other way from Tormenta. Headed down now, but nobody making that supplemental run as Codono went close in on Morel instead of towards that run. Morel wins it back though. Draws a foul. Quickly taken. Well, almost nearly quickly taken. Dennis was open in the middle, but Enforce saw that and cut off the passing angle. Now it will be Charlie Dennis on the ball. Connor Antley.
Hey, Marco!
Knocks it out as
Right?
Serda got a foot in.
You and Charlie! Right?
Antley will take his time with this throw-in for Tormenta here in the 38th minute.
Like last game.
Michael Minnick here with you. Glad you spent part of your Saturday night wherever you are with us.
Come on, Chad, just pinch Chad.
Moshobani playing it left. A nice ball into the path of Menzingan, but knew he wasn't going to get to it and held up his run. Easy scoop for Hara. Connor Antley now. In front of his coach, John Miller-Racy, giving out instructions.
Charlie, get central.
It's Charlie Dennis to get central right now. Not seen too much threatening stuff in Tormenta, but I think on the road this is the kind of possession that's useful. take things off the burner for a couple minutes, slow the game down a little bit, get it a little bit more to your liking. Switch to the right side. Antley. In the air by Lansing. Mintzingen. Right in the middle now. A chance for Dennis. He'll crack this shot and just miss the target.
Hey, Connor, well done.
Was deflected on the way through. It would be a corner kick for Tormenta FC here in the 39th minute. Dennis with a really nice first touch to set up the left foot. Cleveland just got enough to keep it from tucking into that back corner. Replay brought to you by Sparrow Health. Charlie Dennis, the most prolific crosser of the ball in the league this year, taking the corner. Playing a nice ball to the top of the 18. Touches heavy, it's deflected. Volley across the face of goal. Arslan can't get a foot on it. Codono was there as well. Tormenta has to feel unlucky they didn't get a shot on frame there. Really good chance off the initial set piece as Dennis served to the top of the 18. A wide open player had an open look at goal and couldn't navigate the traffic to find the back of the net. Dennis settling into this game nicely now. This is pass blocked this time though by Mintzingen. Chance to push forward now through Botello Foz. Just behind Moshabani though. Gomez looking up there with Micheletto. Fricky square. Here's Koifik looking for Kyle Carr. Wants to go right, but under hits the ball. Arslan wins the header. Switch right, brought down now by Wells. Wells gets inside, plays it across, deflected. Well sought there by Kevin Koifik. Now the counter's on. Moshabani interchanging with Mintzingen. Going left. Botello Foz laying it off. Moshabani tried to go near post there. Not a bad idea. Hard to not to allow a rebound on that skipping low shot. Look back at Tormenta's best chance of the match so far. The corner was played short for a shot for Alex Morel. Through a couple bodies there. You saw Codono get a foot at the post and finally headed out by N4. Coming the other way. Good cutback move from Nick Wells. Played it across again. Codono was the target once more, but unable to get a firm touch and get it on Stefan Cleveland's frame. I feel Tormenta settling into this match a little bit on the road. Carr up the line. Back heel given away by Mintzingen. Antley charging forward, beating two men. Antley now on the ball, towards the middle, still letting it through. Deflection, now played right. Goalkeeper's off his line. The chance now for Tormenta, played across. Deflected and nearly knocked in the goal. And Cleveland says, give me that. Falls on it. But once again, some good work there coming forward from Micheletto. Codono in the mix as well. With Micheletto that played the ball, Codono had the look at goal. First touch was a little bit more outside, I think, than what he wanted. And a really good defensive play there coming back from the center back Koifik to break that up for Lansing. Pace picking up here in the final few minutes of the first half. Here comes Lansing the other way. 53% advantage in possession, 47% for Tormenta. And it was 62 at one point. It certainly has gotten much closer as this half has gone on, bearing out the way this game has been played. I feel Lansing trying to pick it up a little bit pace-wise too. Try and catch Tormenta napping a bit when they're pushing numbers forward. Visitors have done well with their defensive shape to not allow that penetrating ball. Again, the best chance for Lansing came off a set piece, a free kick. Moshabani off the deflection hit a hard low shot that Hara saved. Menzingen cutting inside, trying to play it for Moshabani, but it's broken up in one. Dennis turns it back over. In 4. Moon charging forward, playing it across, it's deflected. Menzingen the closest man to it, and Gomez will clear for Tormenta. Moshabani. Dennis dropping it back. Early ball played right, looking for the run of Nick Wells, brought down by Wells. He'll interchange now with Micheletto. Micheletto once again combining with Wells. Dennis now. Ball played in, chested down in the box and cleared. The target there coming forward was Antley, still alive for Tormenta, and finally headed out into the gloves.
Nick, drop for Connor! Nick, drop! Drop!
Once again, Morel and Codono in the center of things, and we'll have 1 minute of stoppage time. Stoppage time brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehabilitation partner of Lansing Ignite. Not much stoppage time as you would figure, with no goals and 2 bookings. One's about what you would figure. No significant injuries, couple knocks. Ball played forward up the side. Moon trying to drop it back. Tries the left-footed shot and finds the back of the net. Nick Moon in stoppage time in the first half, breaking the deadlock. Moon's 6th goal of the year, and the assembly line loves it. Blue smoke, a Blue Moon goal. See Cam Tanner front and center from the Capital Combustion Podcast. It's his birthday, and what a present that Nick Moon just gave him. Getting more and more involved in that right side. Cut back on Arslan, hit the left-footed ball, and once again, I'll bring it up, Arslan, not really his natural position, and Moon taking him to the cleaners there. What a blow to Tormenta, who are really settling into this game right before the half to give one up. Nick Moon, the tryout find, continues to be one of the best players for Lansing Ignite during their 11-game undefeated run, trying to make it 12. Great production from the outside back position. Free kick here. Moshabani having a word with Joshua Encarnacion. Message clear to Sayerta, no more. One last chance probably in this half for Tormenta FC. It'll be a free kick for Marco Micheletto. The exact blade of grass he wants to set the ball on. Training line even with the D pretty much at the top of the 18. Cleveland setting his line in the Lansing goal. Here's Micheletto's serve. Tries to play it in low. Don't know if he wanted to shoot that, but it ended up being a shot in the end. And Cleveland will save it for the final touch of the half. So Nick Moon, the Waukesha, Wisconsin native, striking for the 6th time this year in stoppage time in the first half. And Lansing continuing to take steps forward towards locking up that #2 seed in the USL League One playoffs. They lead this game 1-0. Let's take a break. We'll be back with halftime highlights and much more. Stay with us here from the capital of Michigan. Welcome back to Cooley Law School Stadium. Lansing and Tormenta at the half, and let's take a look at a record-setting week around the league last week. 25 goals hit the back of the net.
The opposite will show for North Texas SC as they start quickly down the right flank. This will stay in play. Donzo on the run, plays it in. Demos there and heads it up and in. Ronaldo Demos bears the Golden Boot leader. And now a new fastest goal in League One history. Ball back the other way. North Texas on the run. Demos through. Demos striking it home. A brace for the Hastings striker. Ellis keeps it in. Demos brings it down. Rodriguez cuts and fires in. Still looking. Mayo. Demos. Still Demos. Strikes it on past Fitzgerald. Have a hat trick, sir.
The Orlando goalkeeper on a show. Here's a shot, and it's in. The opening goal for Orlando City B. Be able to. Now it's Petrasso. Back for Faria. The cross into the middle. Perusa trying to find a goal, and he does. A second goal for Jordan Perusa, and it gives Toronto FC to the lead.
Had at least 4 goals, so we might be in store for some great action. Up and just squeezing on by Aviles, and as if on cue to start this match, just like the other two tonight. Tormenta on the board, 1-0. Donzo on the run against Hara. Stopped by Arsen, back in on the second chance. Whips it in, finds the back post.
Ball into the box, looking for Danny Tenorio, and he slots it home. Forward Madison strike first. A road goal for the Flamingos.
Saul strikes it, stopped, another go, up and in. The triumph on the board. Middle knocked on, Saul the strike, knocked up by Batista. Punch down, up and in, a mistake at the back. Ball lofted in, headed up by Batista. Still alive, Donnelly strikes it through the leg. Gomez again, and Gomez hat trick.
For second in the league in USL League One, he's got an opportunity for another curls and scores. Oh, Zaguro gets Chattanooga off to a dream start, an incredible corner. The win here tonight, they're going to have to do something they haven't done all season long. But here's Rafa Mintz again towards the D. Mintz again, shot, and we are level at 1. Rafa Mintz again. Ball curled in towards the 18, shot and a goal. Here comes Pato, he's one of those goal scorers, lays it off. Moshobani in the 18, Moshobani! 2-2. His way through to Pato. The 1-2, stepping up, shot and a goal. Out of the way, rarely volley attempt by Sayane was blocked. Comes through, shot and a goal, and we're level at 3. Moshobani again, back heel Moshobani! He did it again! Toomey, Moshobani, 4-3, Lansing.
So much to digest from week 25, so much offense. Things that stick out to me, 3 players getting their first League One goal. Great to see this late in the season that players are still producing. And also just the output of offense. 3 different teams fighting for playoff spots, scoring 4 goals last week to kind of propel momentum good. And what should be an exciting playoff run, that's what you want. You want to see a lot of offense. You don't want to see 1-0, 0-0 games. You want to see a 4-3 like we saw with Lansing and Chattanooga last week, where you have lots of offense, teams are in form, and that makes for an exciting end to this USL League One regular season. North Texas SC has already clinched the #1 seed in the postseason. They will have home field in the semifinals and the finals should they advance to it. Time already set and date for the semifinal. They will be home on October 12th at 8 p.m., clinching the spot and the 1 seed in their win over Tormenta last week, 2-1. Rest of the picture at the top looks like this. Lansing already has clinched a playoff spot as well. Greenville and Forward Madison sitting in the 3rd and 4th spots as of right now. Tormenta FC with work to do, trying to do that work tonight and move up the standings. catch up some ground on those two teams in front of them, but it's a very tight race. As you see, Greenville entering the weekend with 37, Madison with 36, Tormenta with 33, and then a lot of work to do for this bottom four. Orlando already out. These four teams still mathematically alive. Keep an eye on FC Tucson. 4 matches at home. Have some time to make up some ground. As you see, an 18% chance of making the playoffs, give or take a decimal point, but they're in a good spot. Chattanooga as well, with 3 matches at home, have a chance to make up some ground against teams they're directly competing against. Halftime here at Cooley Law School Stadium. Let's take a closer look at the next Wednesday night soccer game of the week. October 2nd, Fresno at El Paso.
In for the goal!
Let's go with the left foot, Jamal Johnson!
Puts it in! What a goal!
Perfectly placed!
With one touch to settle, and Alex finds the top of the net. Flag stays down, and Indy 11 has a 1.
Ball struck towards the 18, headed on and headed home.
Inside Lansing header, and he caps it off with the goal of the night.
I think they want dangerous play call.
That one served in the back of the net. Fresno out of nowhere.
Milton serves it into the back post. It's off the woodwork and it's in.
That's in the back of the net.
Another cross into the corner, and Hubbard does even better.
Moberg's gonna take a shot on goal with a cross and a fantastic save
Good shot for Blackwood. Nice play by Van Oekel.
to force him to give the ball up. Illich saved.
Second in the league in USL League One. He's got an opportunity for another curls and scores! Oh, Zaguro! Moshobani again. Back heel, Moshobani! He did it again!
Whips it in, finds the back post. Oh, what a finish, Arturo Rodriguez. Through ball though, Demas the other way, Demas saved by Hara.
It's in the middle, still Jaden Nelson. His shot, it's saved again by Giuliano Chache.
Wide open. Fitzgerald covering the mark, still Rodriguez, and stopped by Fitzgerald.
News and notes from around the league. 1 playoff spot locked up, as well as seeding for North Texas SC at number 1. Lansing in second place, trying to cement that. They have a 1-0 lead tonight. And then the story becomes who gets the other 2 spots. 7 teams still alive fighting for those spots. And then you saw the goals, 25 last week, 2 hat tricks. Carlos Gomez from Greenville rises to the top of the pile to get the player of the week. Speaking of goal scoring, plenty of it. Moshe Bain is not added to his total tonight, but has scored 5 in the last 3 matches coming in tonight. Perusa still in form. And then everybody's still chasing Ronaldo Demas with 16. On the other end of things, Dallas J in great position to win the Golden Gloves, allowing less than a goal a game by quite a bit. Stephen Cleveland adding to his total with a clean sheet through 45. And Hara has allowed 1 goal. That'll drop his average as well. And busy night around the league. Orlando has actually tied that match now at the half at Chattanooga 1-1. That will be a major blow to the Red Wolves, who entered tonight tied with Tormenta for the 5th spot, as you see here. Lansing trying to make up ground, get to 51 points, but they only have 1 match left after tonight, so they can't catch North Texas SC. Greenville still mathematically alive for that TC, but Lansing can go a long way towards salting that away if they can get 3 points tonight. And then, as you see, a tight pack here. Work to do for Tormenta SC to get back into this picture. Chattanooga, if results stay the way they are right now, would move 1 point ahead of them. 4th, 5th place are 1-1 with Orlando, who has been mathematically eliminated, the only team that has been. Upcoming schedule, a busy week, as I said. It'll be a break for Lansing Ignite, but a big stretch for Tormenta FC as they get ready to play another matchup here with Lansing. Also, FC Tucson and Richmond, a game to circle for sure on the schedule, coming up later tonight at 10:30. We'll take a break, come back with first half highlights. Quite a few chances both ways. You're watching USL League One on ESPN+. Halftime here, and let's show you how we got here with our first half highlights. As Joshua Encarnacion got us underway, and it was a pretty even start to this game. Not a lot of chances. Both goalkeepers called into play early. Cleveland with a nice early save there to deny a through ball. Heavy touch there from Codono to allow Stephen Cleveland to make that play. Codono shaken up there and was able to stay in this match. And then the right side, a problem all half, as Nick Moon was able to make something happen, get across in, couple chances, couple deflections. Then Menzingen has his shot blocked as Knudsen had a good first half, walking up a few chances. Then the center of the park as well, working towards that right side. Nick Moon lashing a shot. Hara up to the task this time, but wouldn't be the last time we saw Nick Moon shoot the ball from the right side. But late in the half, it was Tormenta that got some momentum. Couple deflections, a couple chances. Cross just barely cleared. Moshibane, the leading scorer for this team, having to play some defensive work there with the clearance out of his own 18-yard box. And really, you felt like Tormenta was going to get maybe the first goal of this one. More chances here. Ball to the right side, another chance for Codono. First touch was heavy. That allowed Cleveland back in the play, and a vital block there from Kevin Koifik to keep that ball out of the back of that and keep this game scored at 0. Actually, it was Moon there with the block. So Moon doing well on both sides of the field, and the offensive end is what got him the headlines. Cut back move on Jad Arslan, set up the left foot, slotted his 6th goal of the season in the back of the net past Pablo Hara. That coming in stoppage time in the first half to give Lansing a shot in the arm heading into the break. Halftime shots, again, a little bit stats, again, a little bit deceptive based on how that half ended. Tormenta FC settling in, but getting doubled up in shots so far, 10-5. Just the one shot on target. And possession, again, we mentioned it earlier, Lansing Ignite had as much as 62%. That tightened up as the first half went on. And also notable, the bookings to Charlie Dennis as well as Jad Arslan for Tormenta FC. Look at the goal scorer, Nick Moon, scoring in the state bordering his home of Wisconsin. Make it 1-0 here. Ready for the second half. Last check of the watch for our officiating crew, and we're underway here. Whistle blowing from Joshua Encarnacion, and a little bit of a fake out there from Lansing. We're underway here in the second half. I mentioned it earlier that this Tormenta FC club continues the trend of not leading at the half. They've only led twice at the break. Lansing Ignite is an injury now to the forward Codono, who you saw in the highlights got shaken up in a collision with Cleveland midway through that first half, continued on through, but taking this one a little bit harder. So we'll take a look at it again on the Sparrow Health replay. Just trying to shake it off here. Return the ball to Lansing and goalkeeper Stefan Cleveland. Lansing 11-1-5 when scoring first this year. Did it again tonight thanks to Nick Moon in stoppage time. Also very good when leading at the half. They've lost just once. 11 times entering tonight that happened. 7 wins, 3 draws as well. Tormenta conceding first for the 13th time this year. They're 2-6-2 and they give up the first goal. And not good when they trail at the half. 1 win, 2 draws, 7 losses so far this year when they're on the short end of the stick at the break. We'll have a good free kick opportunity for Tormenta FC to have to defend now as the foul goes against Micheletto. In for drawing the foul. Set piece opportunity for the goal scorer, Moon. Or for Xavier Gomez here. Moon 14 the lefty option, Gomez 10 the righty option. It'll be played wide for Moon, tries to slide the cross in, gets a deflection. We'll keep possession as it was Alex Morel with the block. Moon's throw. Goes back for Koifig, who had the assist on the Moon goal officially. Moon from Oshabane. Tackle out. It'll be a corner kick. Both teams look good on set pieces tonight. Hasn't yielded a goal yet. Shobani served towards the far post, headed out by Tormenta. Second ball kept alive by Minzingen, but Tormenta once again wins it. Now the counter on for Micheletto, played in the middle, but easy stuff coming back for Kyle Carr, who'll knock it back towards the 18, towards N4, who will shield and win. N4 looking for help, plays it for Moshabane, he turns it over. Moon will try again. Already on 1 goal for the night. Misses that cross though. Goal kick for Pablo Hara, and we'll go back to the point we made in the open that Tormenta FC has not scored multiple goals in a game since July the 24th. To do that tonight would be the only way they could possibly get a win out of this one, trailing 1-0. Lansing certainly has been able to tighten the screws in the first 15 minutes of halves. 12 goals to start the second half, the most in the league by far. On top of that, they've only conceded 5 in the stretches, which is one of their better sequences. They've had trouble late, giving up 13 goals in the last 15 minutes. We'll see if that plays a factor tonight again. Kyle Carr. Middle now for Serda. No changes either way. So it's Hara, Wells, Skelton, Knutson, Antley, Gomez, Micheletto, Arslan, Dennis, Morel, and Codono for Tormenta. In 4 on the ball now for Lansing, working towards the right corner, getting a nice cross in towards the far post and headed just over. It's a great ball in from N4 on the right side. Getting the better of Micheletto, creating that angle to cross in. Just off the mark from Botello Foz. And a vital game for both teams as the regular season winds down. Lansing entered the night with a playoff spot in hand, but fighting for home field advantage for the USL League One semifinals. Texas SC already has that honor, and they would host the final as well should they get there. It's the #1 seed. Flag up on Tormenta FC. Tormenta, meanwhile, really needs points. Came into the night tied for 5th with Chattanooga. Last update, Chattanooga was tied at the half with Orlando, so they're looking to get a point tonight. They led that game early. Orlando came back and got a goal from Sione to tie it.
Again.
And 4 fouled. Touching his face there. Ricardo Gomez will check on him, make sure that he's okay. A rough night to be a center forward when 4 Cadono have both taken some pretty heavy hits on both ends. Tackle there from Gomez, the problem. Looks to be okay. Once again, the options of the set piece for Lansing will be Nick Moon and Xavier Gomez. So we'll check on them before backing the requisite 10 yards. Now steps forward again. That's exactly what Moon and Gomez are saying, is give us our 10 yards. Not a bad strategy, a goal up either to kill some clock. Gomez on the ball for Moon. It's broken up. Micheletto trying to keep it alive on the sideline. Does so. Goes for a goal kick in the end. Will make their first change of the night. First change either way, actually. Bring on Mikey Rowe here, 54th minute. It will be Cadono making way. Have to wonder if maybe that was expedited a bit by Cadono's injury a few minutes ago. So first change of the night made by the visitors, who trail by a goal. Moon. Shabani playing it now back for Gomez. Shabani making the run through. Otello Foz going right. Moon cutting back on the left foot, serving it this time towards the far post, headed back in, missed somehow by N4, and cleared high into the night sky and out for a corner kick by Knutson. Moon again causing trouble on the right side. Beautiful cross towards the late run, headed back across, and somehow N4 did not get strong enough contact. All he had to do was just redirect it, and it was in the back of the net. Will be a corner though for Lansing Ignite FC. Corner towards the far post. Volley back in and out this time. Replay that chance. Brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Drop back now to Cleveland. Shabani. Much higher press now from Tormenta than what we saw in the first half, and it was a 0-0 game. They know they need to get a goal back in this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Moon. Early serve towards N4. Push there. Will not be caught on Knutson. Resume with Gomez on the ball for Tormenta FC, going right. Chattanooga taking a 2-1 lead in the 56th minute. The news gets worse for Tormenta. Walls with the goal for the Red Wolves, who again entered the night tied with Tormenta on points at 33, in 5th place. Forward Madison entered the weekend with 36. Greenville up to 40 with their win yesterday. 3rd. Moon loses out on that run. Out for the throw in. John Miller-Acey, who needs his team to change something. They've struggled to score in recent weeks, needing at least one here to get a point. Going to come there as it comes through to Cleveland, and yeah, a multi-goal game's been hard to come by. Wasn't the case early in the season. Scored 3 against Tucson, 2 against Chattanooga, 2 against Tucson again, 3 against Toronto, 2 against Orlando City B. That was all before the 15th of June, but since then, we've only done it once. 4-1 win over Orlando City B back on July 24th. Early ball for the run of Moshabani. Beautiful throw in, well defended. They're tracking back.
Hey, Charlie, switch it, Alex. Charlie.
Jed Arsenal taking the throw in.
Stay the 10, Mikey.
Push there is foul is drawn in midfield by Charlie Dennis.
Charlie. Try to tuck in and pick
Dennis
up the
on a
ball.
yellow tonight, as is Jad Arslan for Tormenta FC. Gomez. Early shot for Menzingen was always going high and wide. Defended there on the play by Ricardo Gomez. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth program, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local talent and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Gomez going right. Intended for Micheletto, deflected and won by Moshabani for Lansing Ignite FC. Gomez trying the ball forward, deflected on the way through, and that will allow Hara to come out and collect, as N4 was the intended target there. Singen volleying it forward. Everyone in the back by Knutson or Tormenta. Gomez will try again. Going it back to Fricky, who will work it all the way to Stefan Cleveland. Turnover in the back. Chance now for Micheletto. Broken up by a tackle. Still an opportunity. Played across and wide. It was Morel that tried to play that chip across to return it to Micheletto. A little too casual out of the back there from Lansing Ignite, and they nearly paid the price. Just tackle to break things up there from Brandon Fricky as well for Lansing. Replay brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Bails out. Lansing once again was under a lot of pressure in the back. Moon. Micheletto wins that tackle cleanly. Plays it now for Dennis. Up the line. One side now is the substitute Rowe. He'll draw a foul. Judging by the length of that whistle, it's going to be at least a warning for Xavier Gomez. It will be only a warning, though. John Michelacey trying to motivate his team to get a goal back in this one. They played well at the end of the first half, got a few chances, couldn't convert, and then Nick Moon did. That's something that John Miller-Acey talked about in our conversation this week, was Lansing just finding a way to capitalize on opportunities. They've done it well in their 11-game unbeaten streak. The serve from Charlie Dennis, bent in towards the penalty spot, headed out by Lansing. Arslan. Hara going direct up that right side for Wells. Nicoletto. Ball inside, touch, shot, save from Cleveland. Alex Morrell found a lot of space there, but Cleveland to the rescue. Take a look at the Sparrow Health System replay. Nicoletto with a really nice turn and face, saw the space immediately. Morrell tried to go low, which was the right decision, but Cleveland made himself big, made the kick save, and picked up the scraps. Sydney line behind the goal, got a great view of that save from Cleveland. Cleveland showing off some footwork, probably not what his teammates and coach wanted to see, but he gets out of it in the end. Nicoletto for Rowe, can't find the handle there. Feel the push coming though from Tormenta FC. Picking up the intensity, a higher pressure, higher line. Can Lansing pick apart that though and get a second goal? Carr in the middle. Comes now for Gomez. Turn to Serda. Koifik. Flip comes right. Moon, the goal scorer. Early low cross, brought down, turned. Shabani's shot is blocked. The job will be finished all the way back to Cleveland. Literally figuratively cleared from Michigan to Cleveland. Pretty far out of the offensive area. Gomez. Moon. Dennis wins it well, coming back.
Good, Charlie! Good!
Some praise from his bench. Also kept it in play. Nice job. The possession one back. Gomez.
Charlie, higher, inside. Come inside, come inside!
Koifik.
Now you gotta go, Mike!
Playing the chip, looking for Moon, but Arslan wise to it. Will touch it back.
Flick that over,
Hara with the
Charlie.
clearance.
Come on, Charlie! Run behind!
Nicoletto. Gomez. Wells. For the run of Antley. Nicoletto making a run. Just behind it the path goes, but it falls for Dennis. 25 yards from goal. Dennis setting up his left foot into the box. Dennis tries the left-footed shot but misses at the near post. Double teamed there by Koifik and Gomez. Look at the Sparrow Health replay. Work especially from Gomez there to not allow Dennis to get a step or an angle to shoot that one cleanly.
Inside, straight inside. Don't worry about the
Shabani slid through and just out of the run of Midzingen's half. Here we go the other way. Morrell. Cross, Cleveland at full extension, but nobody in white on the other end of that one. Was deflected on the way through. It'll be a throw in for Tormenta FC. Another look at the Sparrow Health replay. Cleveland definitely changed the deflection of that ball just a hair. Throw for Jad Arslan. Skelton. Knutson. Goal from Nick Moon, the difference in this one coming in stoppage time in the first half. Assist given to Kevin Koifik. That's the only goal we've seen so far tonight. Very much in keeping with the series where just 2 goals were scored in the first 2 meetings combined. But a chance now, a shot and a goal back. The flag is not up. Mikey Rowe has tied this game in the 67th minute. Somehow found his way wide open in the middle, took a touch and finished cleanly by Stefan Cleveland.
Hey, that's absolutely brilliant. Good for you. Come on, Yes. Continue. Charlie.
Cleveland really wanted a call for offside, didn't get his wish. Ricky also putting his case to Joshua Encarnacion. We'll take a look at it again in the Sparrow Health replay. Great combination here, and hard to tell from that angle, but certainly he was wide open. Yeah, it looks like Moon might have kept him on. Certainly he was the last defender back. AR had a good view of it coming across. Pretty much the line of the 18-yard box too, which made it easier for him to judge that as well. And Mikey Rowe off the bench does his job, ties this game. Lansing trying to get the lead back.
Come on!
On that attack, taken away cleanly in the back. The goal for Rowe, his third of the year. He's played better of late. Goal of the week and goal of the month in August. His first pro goal back on June 15th against Orlando City B. Scoring a big one for his club's hopes of making the playoffs. Bringing them level against second place Lansing Ignite. And Tormenta entered the day tied for fifth with Chattanooga. Chattanooga Whitty. Anthony getting the assist, so outside backs playing a factor in this game for sure. Moon with a goal for Lansing, and now Anthony an assist for Tormenta. Chattanooga still winning Orlando 2-1, so that result not going the way of Tormenta FC at the moment. Chattanooga would move 2 points clear of them if the results stay the way they are for fifth place.
Reset if you have to.
Skeleton going all the way back to Hara. Normally the cliche is 3 at home, 1 on the road, you're happy with it, but in the situation that Tormenta FC is in, where they need as many points as possible to keep the playoff flame flickering, I figure they're going to press a little bit more than they normally would in a road match. Gomez getting it back, playing in the middle, looking for the run of Dennis. It'll come through now for Micheletto. Slid through and stood up and cleared. Carr winning it. Looking forward, drawing the foul on Jad Arslan, who's on a yellow. Fourth time, as you see in the last 10 games, that Tormenta FC has conceded first, but then made amends, got a goal back.
One's gotta go! One's gotta go!
Moon.
Good, Charlie!
Koifik.
Good, Charlie! There we go!
One back. Here's Charlie Dennis.
All right,
Lansing ready and sub, and I was about to say, I think he's starting to get a little bit flat for the home team. Might be time to change things up, as it looked like it was Reese Williams getting instructions. Talked a good bit about what this means for Tormenta FC. Lansing certainly would love to win, but certainly not in as dire straits. Playoff spots already locked up. They're in the 2 seed with some cushion right now, but certainly they would like to spend their bye week relaxing. It'll be Reese Williams for Kyle Carr at the next opportunity. First change for Lansing Ignite FC tonight. Moon. That's in 4 off his right shoulder. We'll play it for him. And Ford's cross, headed out. Micheletto. Good work there to beat one defender. Finds support through Dennis in the center circle. Chip comes right. Morrell. Goal kick in the end. See the change now, Reese Williams coming on. 20th appearance of the year, 8 as a substitute. 24-year-old out of Weston, Florida. Figured it'll be a straight swap here, defender for a defender, just trying to get some fresh legs in the back to keep Tormenta at bay as the visitors have picked up their pace, picked up a goal from Mikey Rowe to tie this. So move into the final 18 odd minutes of this one, final fifth of this match. Cleveland, who was adamant that Rowe was offside and the goal should not have counted, restarting the attack. Koifik. Combination finds Moon on the right side. Tackle coming back from Arslan gives away a throw in. Back for Moon. In 4. It's off the mark. We'll turn it over. Morrell now for Tormenta, just behind Micheletto, and that allows in 4 back in the play. Nice back heel for Koifik. In 4 gets it back, has Moon to his right, and we'll use him. Moon, first time cross comes in low, off a couple bodies, still loose in the box. It'll fall at Micheletto's feet. Long ball. Intended there for Morrell, but chopped out by Koifik. Dennis will leave it for Jad Arslan to take. Return for Arslan, who started this game wide, but has moved to left back midway through the first half, switching spots with Nick Wells. Knutson will go all the way back to Hara. Shobani in the box. I was of two minds there. Didn't cut back, didn't go forward, and see the frustration from his teammates that that ball was not passed. As we'll take a look at the Sparrow Health replay. Moshobane cluttering that one off his ankles. Rare mistake for the man who's scored back-to-back braces in league play coming into tonight. 5 goals in 3 matches entering play tonight for Tumi Moshobane, shown there. 10 goals on the year to move into 3rd place in the league in scoring. In 4 for Moon. Koifik. Serda going left. It's more of what we saw in the first maybe 25-30 minutes of this game, where Lansing was able to possess in the back, be patient, look for an opportunity. Moon, slip and stumble there, but in 4 gets it back. Tried to play the return ball for Moon, but Moon wasn't going. Ball for a goal kick.
Hey, we gotta lift it now, come on!
6-match win streak, 11-match unbeaten streak for Lansing Ignite on the line tonight. They are getting their second change ready. It'll be Alex Bruce making his way to the 4th official.
No turn! No turn! No turn! No turn! Oh my God, now we play!
Arslan.
Come on, Ricky, find the ball! Find the ball, Ricky!
Skelton. Dumping it into space up that right side for Nick Wells. Wells fighting for it and winning it. And then handing it right back over. Early through ball. Run on for N4. Plays it across behind the run of the first runner, but the second runner blasted over the top. That was Mintzingen that came in. Hit it into the stands, but it was on there for N4, and we'll see the change now. Bruce on. Pato off. Again at that chance. It was a really good work there from Wells to win it, but then he gave it right back. The chance came, and Mintzingen had an open look on it, hit it into the grandstand. Replay brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Morrell. Blocked. Handled by Lansing. A little bit too casually out of the back, and it'll be turned right back over to Micheletto. Micheletto's shot right into the gloves of Cleveland. Who's up? Who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL League One Power Rankings, only on USLLeague1.com. Certainly a lot of up for Lansing of late. To extend their unbeaten streak to 12 matches. They've lost just twice in their last 19. Led at the half for the 8th straight match tonight, but Tormenta FC getting even. Takes the substitute Mikey Rowe. Moon in stoppage time in the first half. Followed by Rowe in the 67th. Moon's throw. Shabani can't find the handle, and it's turned over. Once again, space for Tormenta FC to attack up the middle. Wells will go right this time to Morgan Antley, who assisted on the equalizing goal. Throw in for Lansing in the end. Moon taking his time to chest that one down. Drop it short. Coy fixed square for Fricky. So there in a free kick. We haven't had a lot of whistles really in this match, all things considered. Have to replace the divot after that one. We know the cleats work. Picking up some turf there. The grip very strong. Lansing content to possess here in the 80th minute. 1-1 game. This will be the third tie in as many meetings between these two teams. First time they've met in Lansing, by the way. First two matches were in Georgia. 0-0 tie and a 1-1 tie. Moon. Moshobani can't run that one down. Moshobani found some joy in the first half, but hasn't had as much space in the second half. Tormenta's done a good job in general, keeping the clear-cut chances from the front line at bay, but this man, Nick Moon, has been very good getting forward and kind of disrupting that balance, scoring the goal in stoppage time in the first half. Gomez. Antley. Just run through, but finally one in the back by Fricky. Moshobani with space on the right side. In for making the run through the channel. Moshobani will keep it. Too casual, almost turned it over. Now we'll go right. Substitute Bruce. Moshobani goes down in the box.
Yes, Jordan!
does want to throw in the end. Moon's toss bounced back to Koifik. Fricky taking the space given to him.
Defend! Defend! Come inside defend!
Clean tackle there. Barber will make the easy catch in the 83rd minute. And I think even though this is at home, this is a result that suits Lansing just fine. Tormenta needs 3 points badly. 1 point would certainly keep them in the hunt, but would not really do much to improve their opportunities of making the playoffs.
Get under him, Marco!
Tangle there. Actually comes out at the feet of Lansing and Gomez. Chance now. Haroff his line will make the save. Nice bit of individual work there from Lansing. It was Gomez laying it off for Mentzingen, who beat one defender but couldn't beat the diving Hara. Will be a corner though. Bunny coming out. I think again that shows that Lansing is okay with the way things are going. They'll bring in fresh legs up front, and the person of Celso St. Duke. Corner in, bounces by several bodies, including Koifik there at the far post and out for a throw in. Mentzingen for Moon, gets it back. Mentzingen with space to go into the box, plays it on the floor this time, looking for the run of N4. Moon regrouping. For a throw in, one by Gomez. Moon's throw, he'll get it back. In 4 inside, chance now for Mentzingen, blocked. Knutson once again, who's had several key blocks, rising to the task again. Corner again in the 85th minute. Take a look at our Sparrow Health replay. By the left boot of Dalton Knutson. Shabani out, it'll be Gomez taking the corner kick. Goes far post, headed on and wide.
Hey, stop! Sorry, never mind. Do that. Hey, my fault. I thought they already checked in. I thought they already walked over. My fault.
Cleared all the way to Cleveland.
Hey, stay there. Hey,
Moon.
you go to the 8. Move, mark.
Cross in, headed out.
You understand?
Skelton getting ahead to it.
Oh, you go, Charlie. Come on, Charlie.
Larson tried to play it up the line, but Morrell had to check his run to not be offside, and Lansing will get it back in the 86th minute. Cleveland. Gomez now. Stolen away. Falls to the glove in the end. Mentzingen showing some fresh legs there despite playing all 87 minutes of this one. Dennis fouled there.
Hey! Go to the 10. Go, Nick! 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 19, right?
Final two changes of the night for Tormenta FC.
Run, y'all, run, run!
Kobe Perez coming on for Charlie Dennis, and that's a bit of a surprise. So, Ya Amankwa coming on up front. Get his first touch of the night. Amankwa laying it off. Cross is deflected. Only out for a goal kick. Amankwa making just his fourth appearance of the year. He's only played 71 minutes. But you just saw there Mikey Rowe has come off the bench and scored, so why not try it again with some fresh legs? In 4, winning a corner kick.
Alex, we're gonna drop. Alex, come on. Responsibilities.
Gomez will take his time walking over to the corner. Gomez's corner. Headed off the line, it's cleared. Pop back up again and caught by Hara. It was Wells with the block on the line. Cleveland all the way out to knock that one out for a throw. I'm better safe than sorry with Nicoletto bearing down on him. Take a look at the Sparrow Health replay once again. Really nice block on the end line. Quick foul there. 89th minute. Joshua Encarnacio wants a word. Kick towards the top of the 18, towards the goal scorer Rowe, headed out. And 4 for Lansing. Doing well to stay on his feet, starting the attack. Pass now comes right. But unable to get a handle on it there and push it forward was Bruce for Lansing. Here's Moon. Gomez. Lansing keeping his feet, playing it through. Chance now for N4, and he just can't get enough of that ball to touch it by Hara. Sparrow Health replay, Lansing with a nicely weighted ball. N4 tried to hit it with his right foot and touch it around. Goalkeeper Hara was unable to do so. Have 3 minutes of stoppage time. Stoppage time brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehabilitation partner of Lansing Ignite. Not a lot of time for Tormenta to get a winner. Scored multiple goals for the first time since all the way back on July 24th. Shipped in looking for Arslan. Cleveland will scoop and roll. Moon. For some more stoppage time heroics. Volley wide. A nice look for Bruce. And what Bush Abani did against Chattanooga last week. Scoring the winner in stoppage time. And a clean strike at it with the right foot, and you can see his frustration. They couldn't at least get it on frame and task Pablo Hara. Cleveland. Looks to go long this time. Arslan winning the header. Second ball fought for. Pushed forward, but cleared by Skelton in the end. Now Micheletto the other way. Tackle there from Moon coming back. Cleveland nearly given away, and that would have been harmful because Cleveland was just now retreating back into his goal frame. Sinkin turning it over. Tormenta whistle here. Marshall Hollingsworth in the middle of that. Excuse me, that was Perez that was drawing the foul for Tormenta. Free kick now for Hara, and you see with him taking this free kick how much Tormenta really needs a late winner. Everybody in orange back to defend. The serve from Hara, headed out. Perez. Square for Ansley. One by Lansing, and now played into space, but Antley does well to deflect that. Keep hope alive, and that will be the final touch of this one. So, the unbeaten streak goes to 12 matches for Lansing Ignite. They can't hang on to a 1-0 lead, though. Falling in a 1-1 draw now to a Tormenta FC, and Tormenta FC, once again, the streak continues. Have not scored multiple goals since back in late July. We'll put a wrap on this one when we come back, have highlights, and we'll have save of the game as well. Defensive play of the game. We'll stay here with you for that. Right before the half, we see tonight's unwavering defensive play of the game, brought to you by Kuntz Law. It was a clearance off the line to keep the lead for Lansing Ignite. Came across. It's a great block from Nick Moon right before he scored the goal that gave his team the lead. He kept the ball out of the back of the net. The defensive play of the game brought to you by Kuntz Law. Handshakes and hand pounds for both teams as they gave it all here on a warm Saturday night in Lansing. A 1-1 draw, the result in this one. We'll have highlights from this one, show you both goals, a couple big clearances off the line. It's Lansing and Tormenta FC share the points tonight. Stay with us. share the spoils here for Lansing United and Tormenta FC, and the reason is the goal from Mikey Rowe, see there at white and 9, scoring in the 67th minute to bring Tormenta FC a point here on the road against the second place team in the league. That doesn't do Tormenta a ton of good as they try and get themselves into the playoff picture, and Nick Moon scoring in stoppage time of the first half to give his team the lead. Also had a great defensive play we spotlighted before the break, and here's the goal. Moon cutting back on Jad Arslan, hitting the left-footed shot, scoring our play of the match, brought to you by Telecris Plasma Resources. Pride for our donors, passion for our patients. Help create life-saving medication by donating plasma today. Hugs from Tomi Mosho Bain after that one, and Moon scoring for the second match in a row, the 6th time this year. Applause for the assembly line after this one as they came out on a warm night to see their team get a point. Take you through highlights of this one. Good chances both ways, good defensive plays I think in this one as well, as Joshua Encarnacion handed out a couple cards tonight. Blue play into the start, and that right side with Moon was busy all day and early shot to test the gloves of Pablo Jara. But then late in the half, a nice serve from Tormenta FC, couple blocks, couple chances. Moshabane with a header out there. Antley, who had the assist on the goal in the second half, starting this attack. There's a good look there coming forward, and then Moon with the vital block on the end line to deny the cross at the far post from Codono. And allowed Cleveland to recover and fall on the ball. And then the goal. Moon cutting back on Arslan, slotting it low, just out of the reach of Pablo Jara. 1-0 Lansing Ignite in the 45th minute +1. 1-0 game at the half, but as they've done so frequently lately, Tormenta FC was able to rally in the second half. Here's Moon again starting something, this time for N4 on the right side. N4 getting a nice cross off, header just over the bar. It's coming forward there to get a great look at it was Gomez. Right side again, Moon again, working it towards the end line, trying to cross this time. The late header across N4 unable to get to, and once again, Knutson, who I think was the defensive man of the match, certainly for Tormenta FC, with another block, clearance off the line, knocking it out for a corner kick. Micheletto, though, was really active early, saved from Cleveland to deny an opportunity in front. But then you felt like the goal was coming. You saw Rowe in the frame there. He finally found his way through. Was it offside? Certainly Lansing thought so, but Mikey Rowe made no mistake tucking it past Stephon Cleveland. A 1-1 game midway through the second half. Rowe scoring his 3rd goal of the season. Mitzingen with a nice ball in. Once again N4 in a good position, but once again he just can't get the final touch to beat Jara. Jara making the save. You see the stats, 22-10 in shots in favor of Lansing, 9-4 shots on target. That possession stat widened out as that second half went on. I think we're at 52-53 at the half. Ended up being 58. 2 yellow cards shown to Dennis and Arslan of Tormenta. Notably, as we said, Dennis now on 7 cards, so his next yellow would carry a 1-game suspension with it. Lansing has just 1 match to go now to sharpen up before the playoffs are off next week, before finishing up their regular season against Forward Madison. The push continues, though, for South Georgia. Tormenta FC now 2 points off the pace for 5th, and also 2 points behind Madison as Chattanooga takes care of business, beats 10th place Orlando City B 2-1. They're now on 36, so the trouble with the team for Tormenta FC. Also notice Madison and Greenville both have a match in hand on Chattanooga and Tormenta FC. FC Tucson, I'm telling you, is a sleeper, though. Playing 10:30 tonight against Richmond. They get 3 points. They're even with Tormenta, and a win obviously could move them above them on goal differential as well, as both are on -3. So Tormenta could fall from 5th to 7th, even with getting a point tonight. So as we said, big, important chance to get 3 points squandered tonight. Kisses for the crowd in Lansing, an anxious game for both teams as we count down to the playoffs, and for the 3rd time this year, these 2 teams finish even, 1-1 between Lansing and Tormenta. For our fantastic crew here, I'm Michael Minnick saying good night, and we'll see you next time here on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.